Hey YouTube, Chris reporting for Dizzy Productions PS3 here. Just giving a quick tutorial on Cinema 4D. Okay, so basically to start off with, we're going to go to MoGraph text object. Today we're going to be using thrausi as a plugin, free plugin. I'll put the link in the description. It's a free plugin which allows you to smash up objects and everything. Anyway, rename this on here Dizzy, and then go into your object and name it what you want. My example is Dizzy because that's, that's my clan, everything like that. Anyway, give it a bit of depth that adds some kind of 3D effect to it. Now we're going to select our font, and the font I'll be using today is c4d. It's a pretty cool font, I really like it. Could use Batman Forever, whatever font you want really. Yeah, I love this font though, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so now we're just gonna click down and rename this one to presents, then go into the object of presents and rename the actual text presents. Now it's gonna be massive. Don't worry, just click that box at the top, bring the size down a bit, and make it all look good, fit nicely. Hold shift, select the top one, drag it off the floor a little bit, so that maybe make it a bit bigger. Click that up there with both the text still selected, drag it off the floor a little bit so it's not in the ground, because that doesn't look particularly good when half your text like sinking through the floor. Anyway, so from here we're going to click off that. We're going to go to our Dizzy. We're going to hit C, edit, select children, and C again. So basically what that's done is it's made all of these objects in here open and editable. Not to worry about that at the moment though. Do the same on the bottom, hit C, edit, select children, C again, and what that's done is it's just done the same as what you've done with the Dizzy above. Now we're going to we're going to go to objects, we're going to go and select, sorry about this, forget what I just said. Right, we're going to go to edit, select children, objects, connect and delete. So that's again on presents, edit, select children, objects, connect and delete. Right, so we're going to get rid of those, we don't need those tags. Now we're going to load our presets or materials. If you have presets like I do, that's great. If you don't, then just create some down there. I'll show you how to do it in a sec, but I'm going to load my custom presets quickly. Bear with me just 1 second. Let's get my other preset. Okay, so basically to create a material, you double click on the material and you go into here, and you're going to want to select your colour to start off with. So I'm going to go with a light blue. It's a bit too light. That's quite nice. Here you can add reflection if you wanted, but I've already got reflection on my preload materials, so I'm not going to add any reflection. So I'm just going to have a matte blue. Then you hold control and drag across to that arrow turns up, do it again, and now you're going to recolor this one so that will go on your materials as well. Okay, so I've gone for a red on this one. Right, so what we're going to have on the inside of Dizzy is the light blue, and on the inside of presents we're going to have the light red. On the outside of presents we're going to have this green, and on the outside of Dizzy we're going to have this dark blue. Okay, so that's looking quite nice. It does look a bit strange right now because we haven't finished with the editing. But anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to highlight both of these texts, so they're both highlighted like that. We're going to go to plugins, thrausi 1.22 and thrausi. Sorry, I seem to be losing my voice here. Don't worry about any of the stuff down below, just change the pieces at the top to 20. Don't check for annoy or anything, just click break now. So while that's busy breaking away, this will take a few minutes, so don't worry about this. So I'll be back as soon as this is finished breaking. Cheers. Okay, so we're back now, and thrausi's done its thing. So we're just going to go ahead and exit thrausi, and we're going to see all these pieces here. So basically now what we're going to do is we're going to go to MoGraph, fracture object, and again MoGraph, fracture object. Drag this out a little bit. I don't know why it's, oh there we go, that's why. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to select all of our dizzies, and now we're going to drag and drop it into fracture object. Then we're going to select all of our presents by holding shift and clicking, and do the same thing till that little down arrow appears. We'll then rename these, so fracture dizzy and fracture presents. Okay, so now I've renamed them. What you're going to need to do is select all of the pieces within the fracture object, and then you're going to select all of them, then you're going to go to objects, delete without children. Brings up, oh sorry, my computer's really slow, keeps coming up with these messages. Anyway, you get all these loads and loads of pieces. Don't worry about that though, sort that out in a minute. Anyway, what we're going to do is again hold shift, click objects, delete without children. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to select one of our objects, which is going to be our bottom one. We're going to go to MoGraph, and we're going to go to plane effector. Then we'll select the other one, go to MoGraph, and go to plane effector. Right, so now you need to highlight both these plane effectors, and you need to go into parameter, and it's on 100. Now you don't want that, you want to set that down to 0, and then with both still selected, see they go back down there, with both still selected, go to scale, uniform scale, and set the scale to -1. Now they've completely disappeared, but that's fine, because we now go to fall off, and we go to shape, and we set a linear shape, and they're kind of back, but they're not really back. So what we need to do now is go to coordinates, scroll across here till we see the R with H, set this to -90. See, we've got them a bit more back now, but not as back as they could be. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the top plane effector, just the top one, so not selected both. We're going to go to fall off and invert this one, so that basically what we get is this really nice transition. So it drags across, smashes away, flicks into the nice presents. So if we just render that quickly, you can have a look. See? Anyway, sorry, I keep getting bad messages. Anyway, so select both plane effectors, hold Alt and hit G. Now that will be put into a null object. Rename that effectors. Okay, so once that's done, you want to select both of these text objects here, and you want to go to MoGraph, and you want to go to random effector, which is somewhere. Here we go, random effector. And pretty much what that does is that absolutely messes everything up. It's just completely made everything really messy. But that's fine, that's fine. It's what we want. If we drag this center to the middle now and meet it up with this box. Now stay selected on the selectors effector, and go to random effector, and in random effector go to fall off, and instead of infinity put spherical. Make it a spherical fall off, and then go to random effector still, go into parameter, and this is where you can start to have a bit of a muck around with what you want it to look like. So for example, I don't know, crank this up to not quite that much. You don't want it too messy. I don't know, put it at 123. Crank this up to 180 or something, 160, 140 I've got it at, but you can have it wherever you want. Crank this up to about 80. Can change the scale, but I wouldn't do, I don't know what I can